It's Week 14 of the National Football.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones steps away. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing Jones. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Patriots at 10-2 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 16 carries, 60 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and a short gain down to about the 33.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Presley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays in any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's brought in by Harris.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the counter. Presley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding. Repeating team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Rolling to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On the move to his left. Smith catches left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's caught right side by Anderson. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 106 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 9 now. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone. Not you.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with career touchdown number 75. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here's Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the give, this is Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Back to throw.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right?